how much do you think you have with him tonight, even if he's performing well?
I talked to him, talked to Daisuke yesterday. He's going to probably not go too many more than he threw the other night. So he told me, you know, he'd go as long as I want him to, and I said, why don't we just keep it around 85 to 90 tonight? So if he's on like we know he can be, he'll get us where we want to get to.
Who's next? Anthony?
Sorry, what do you know about him and what he's got and what he's got left?
Well, I mean, we called around and did some checking. Obviously, you know, he's certainly not the same guy he was 4 or 5 years ago, but he knows how to pitch. He knows how to use his stuff. He pitched very effectively the last couple of weeks, which is a great sign coming in here. And we were all anxious to see him. I mean, the last time I saw him, he was one of the best in the world. So, you know, he's got some finesse going for him, that's for sure. He knows how to pitch, he knows how to use his pitches, and I told him today, you know, in Japanese baseball, the catcher controls the game, and that over here, you know, especially right now, he's going to have to help us guide him through the games as he knows what he wants to do. So.
Yeah, you're back.
Terry, Mickey York, Fox Sports Detroit. You and Jim go way back. Is it difficult to manage against such a good friend? On the second end of that, you were number 10 in honor of him. When did you make that decision to do that?
Well, first of all, Jim Whelan's one of the finest guys I've ever met in my life, and I owe the fact that I'm sitting in this chair, in my opinion, to, you know, the guy who for years in the Los Angeles Dodgers liked me and kept me going, and the fact that Jim Whelan got me to the big leagues. So when I took this job, you know, Jay asked me what number I wanted to wear, and it was limited to about 3. Most of them were retired or taken, and one of them was number 10. I said, well, I'm going to wear it in honor of Jim, and a thank you for all he did, you know, the fact that he helped me get here.
Okay. Yeah, Peter?
Terry, you got a glimpse of Scherzer versus Harvey in the All-Star game. Looking forward to that tomorrow, and how much do you think Harvey relishes those type of matchups?
Well, I think that's what makes Matt Harvey tick, to be honest. It's not just Max Scherzer. It's the fact that, you know, he's going to see Prince and Cabrera and Torrey, and I mean, that whole lineup is a challenge, and Matt relishes that. That's what makes him go. So he's very excited about pitching there, and it's going to be fun. It's going to be a good ball game. Obviously, Max is pitching great. Tremendous, you know, I mean, he can strike out, and one of the things we got some issues sometimes, we strike out. So we've got to be a little more disciplined tomorrow and put some balls in play, because it should be a fun game, though.
Yeah, Howard?
Terry, how challenging an experience will this be for Darno, because not only hasn't he caught Matsuzaka, there are inevitably some sort of language barriers that he might have to overcome. And can this be a real complicated night for him?
Well, it could be, but, you know, again, you're talking about, you know, for me, Howie, this guy is such a, you know, he's such a veteran of, you know, making adjustments in a game. I think, obviously, before the game, as I told Daisuke today, you know, when you sit down with Dan and Travis tonight, you know, this kid's really bright. He gets it, and he gets it fast. That, you know, explain what you like to do, how you like to pitch, and come up with a game plan that fits your characteristics before the game starts, and Travis Darno will stick with it. So I'm not concerned about that. Anytime, obviously, when you're, you know, it's not just someone who speaks Japanese. Anytime you have a language barrier, there's always a concern that it's not getting communicated. But like I said, you know, Daisuke didn't pitch as long as he's pitched and have the success he's pitched without being able to make some adjustments on the fly. So I think he'll be okay.
Yeah, Adam?
Victor Martinez is catching tonight. I think it's the first time in Major League Game in a couple of years without giving away his secrets. You owe it to yourself to probably test him if you can.
If we get on, you know, testing. Yeah, I mean, that's you got to pretty much give it a shot. You know, we know he hasn't caught in a long time, so if we get the right people on, yeah, we might give it a shot.
Yeah. Yes.
Terry, you said the last time you saw Daisuke, when was that?
I saw him in person.
Well, you said he was one of the best in the world.
Yeah, I saw him pitch when I took over Team China's WBC. He pitched the second game against South Korea, and they were real good, and he absolutely shut them down. And so I know what he can do, and he's really happy to be here. He thinks, you know, again, it's something that he's up for the challenge, and I'm excited to see him pitch. I really am. I know he's not the same guy after the arm issues he's had in the last couple of years, but those guys know how to wait to get through their games anyway.
Yeah, Mike?
Terry, with David taking ground balls today, is that A, is that encouraging? B, do you get the sense, I know you said you don't want to force him or push him, but do you get the sense he's anxious to get out there before the season?
Well, he's anxious. He's gonna do some things this weekend that hopefully, certainly by early next week, and that could be Tuesday or Wednesday, that he'll be on his way to start baseball stuff down in Florida, which is a great sign. You know, I'll tell you what, I know what David said, and I truly support it. He'll play again. I don't know how much, but he'll play again.
Yeah. Jerry?
Terry, when you lost Mejia and Hefner, did you expect to go outside the organization to find someone to kind of get you through the last 6 weeks, or did this come about as a surprise to you?
Well, it came as a surprise. I mean, I really thought when, you know, we put Torres in the rotation that, you know, that would be it for the remainder of the year, and if something happened to one of those other guys, that, you know, we would probably go to Schwinden or go to, you know, one of our guys that's been here before, you know, to help us out in September. And Sandy called yesterday and said they were close to a deal with Daisuke, and it's a pretty impressive guy to run out there. So hopefully he's up for the challenge tonight, because he's got a big one. They're pretty good.
Yeah, Adam?
Just on, back to David, if you don't mind, we saw him taking grounders and throwing, does he do some kind of running program too right now, or?
Yeah, in the pool.
Who's next? Anybody going once? Going twice? All right, we're good.
All right.